Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We are going to get set up to build a new home. I've got the foundation laid in the last episode, and I've been, I collected some materials. Seems like a lot of people are using a combination of cobble and logs. I brought some cracked stone bricks to kind of lay a foundation underneath here, but I'm not sure exactly how I want to approach the whole thing. Now, there's a tradition in these sorts of constructions of having kind of some logs here like that. Ooh, I do kind of like incorporating some of the elements that the walls have. Maybe making this look like it's some sort of guardhouse. I watch the walls, Now that Game of Thrones is over, there's nobody to watch the walls anymore. And nobody to watch HBO. So, I guess watch YouTube instead. Have fun. Core concept, though. Having the ceilings kind of have these three kind of logs on each corner supporting them might be a good place to start out. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. And, as I work on this house, this is an improvisational house. I wanted to do something a little bit interesting with this and incorporate another improvisational element. I wanted to, it's not really truly improvisational. I wanted to talk about poem writing. Now, of course, I didn't bring any books so that I could write a poem in Minecraft as I go, because that would be smart. But I was thinking about the phrase, take care, the other day. And I was thinking, there's something there. Care is one of those things we take. It can be carried with us. Care is carried. It's taken. It's given. Can we give care? Can we leave care? Where do we leave care? This is kind of what I call and I say I call this. This is what actual writers would call a germinal idea. Take care, just as a premise. Carry care. Carry. So then at that point, you've got this kind of premise for a poem. It's not a poem yet. It's just wordplay. But there's enough pieces of it that if you kind of just ruminate on it a little bit, you might have something worth sharing. And I don't know what that is. So we're going to have a blank sign for right now. Care, nobody says take patience with you, take calm, take peace. They might say go in peace, but they don't say go in care. It's interesting. It's just an odd framing. Take care. I don't know why I'm fixating on it so much, but there's something. There's a piece of that is bouncing around my head. You don't take wisdom. You don't take bravery. Care can be taken. We have caretakers. But we don't have wisdom takers. Law can be abided, and it can be breaken. But we don't have law takers. Only law breakers. Planes can fall asleep, but we don't have plane takers, only planeswakers. No, I don't know. Nobody takes the day. You can seize the day, but you can't take the day. We have day break, but not day take. There's something here. Okay? There is something with this idea. Ta-da! We got a decent amount of progress on the house done. We got a decent amount of progress on the poems. Look at this. I got ideas about lawgivers, lawbreakers, law takers, peace takers, undertakers, take-unders, pacemakers, law caremakers. I don't know. All sorts of ideas. But I don't know exactly where I want to go with this poem concept. Even so, you know what? I realized after you guys left a lot of very, very helpful comments, apparently, oh no. I can't pick up those signs. Why can't I pick up those signs? There we go. You guys left a lot of really helpful comments. Apparently, only people who do business with Sahara are supposed to set up on Sahara Street. And they actually are working on building some sort of like park, or I'm not sure exactly what this is because I'm not involved, but apparently the actual solution to my problem of not finding a plot in the last episode that was good to build on is hermits are supposed to expand the walls every time they want to build something new. And I didn't realize that because I was on an airplane and missed the group meeting where everybody was talking about that. So my apologies to anybody on the server for being lazy and not expanding the walls. I did not realize that this space was already intended for some sort of specific use. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this down and move the walls out in order to, kind of, get with the program. This is one of the hardest parts, I think, of being somebody who juggles a day job. And also, I guess I would have been on that airplane even without the day job. But because when I record at night, because when I record at night, there's like a lot of times nobody else on. I can't always go like, hey guys, is this a good spot to build? So I make mistakes and I own up to it. We're going to go ahead and allow them to continue whatever this structure is that they're working on here. I'm guessing that was not the extent of it, merely the beginning. But we will go ahead. This is a nice little starter house concept. But you know what? The point of a starter house is not to end there. It's to exceed and to continue to grow. So we're going to continue to grow not only in our homeliness, but also in our fenciness. We are going to expand this wall, which is going to require studying this wall in order to understand how best to expand it, right? Should I just push this segment out, or should I run around it and try and find a better place? Ooh, it looks like somebody might have already marked part of that with berries. I'm getting distracted. We need to take down what we've already built first, then figure out where we're going to move it to. Time skip. I can fly from here to there. I can explore all around the air. And as I wander across this wall or above it, kind of gliding rather than falling, why I autumn consider where I autumn build. I'm thinking this little nestle-in corner here might be the place that will serve my purposes best. It might suit my purposes like a vest with a jacket and pants. I don't know. I don't really make suits. I just take iron chainmail that I steal from monsters. Anyway, don't know how to make a vest in Minecraft. If anybody does know how to make a vest in Minecraft, leave me YouTube comments or something. If it's impossible, then I don't know. Tell me that it's impossible, and then I'm going to not believe you because I'm a very, willful person. Just because I haven't figured out how to make a vest in Minecraft doesn't mean I can't. Maybe I should get a bunch of purple concrete and build a giant vest. I could do that. But anyway, this little area here seems like, now I'm in it. Now I'm in this area. I was going to say, this seems like the soundest area into which to expand this wall. I'm kind of like, because there's no clear places where it's just like, we should just bump out one segment here. Although maybe that is wise. Ooh, there's a little mine down here. Hey, I can get shot by a skeleton. That's a good plan. Good plan. Okay. Well, what I was going to say is maybe, to some degree, it just hurts me to get rid of this beautiful curved part of the wall here. Let's stand up here and just appreciate this. Whoever curved this just did a splendid job. And so, it seems kind of silly to not have, I don't want to delete part of the wall that somebody worked so hard on, I kind of think, though, maybe I should just arc this out. Now, in some older cities, one thing that you'll have more modern portions of the wall enclosing older portions of the city wall. So maybe we don't delete this part of the wall here. We just go ahead and carry this through along this way, and then we have it meet up here, right? That would make sense, and also be a great way for me to justify accidentally getting shot by a skeleton again, because I think he's, literally right here. Never mind. I have very poor skeleton perception abilities. But anyway, and there he is. Okay. Yeah, that's right, you're on fire now. Enjoy being on fire. Now, of course, the construction materials to build a wall versus the construction materials to build a house are different in both quantity and quality, although qualitatively this is pretty much cobble and logs. That's going to be a hole. Oh, we're down in a hole now. Dang it. I don't want to be way down in the hole. Yay, we did it. So why don't we fly out this way and just kind of get a sense of what that would look like over here. If we get on top of this tree, we should be able to see. You're just kind of having that extend there. That'd be enough room for anything I'd want to build and possibly be good for a few other people who might want to add things to this area. What I'm thinking I should do is try and find somebody else to help me expand this portion of the wall. And then we can both have new plots over there. So why don't we go ahead and figure that out. Time skip. 24 hours has passed and no one has slapped a sign across this wall or slashed them down with, I don't know, iron axes or diamond axes. Nobody asked me to stop. Rendog did helpfully reply, because I asked on the Hermitcraft group chat, hey, is it safe for me to expand the wall out in this direction here? Rendog helpfully was like, well, I could just take care of that off camera for you. And I was like, no, Rendog, thank you for being so kind. But you know what? You did an amazing job here, and I want to study it and understand it, and then apply those lessons. One thing I love, Rendog has these great little doors, which make me eat berries because I'm so excited about them. These great little doors, anytime there's an elevation change on the, well, even sometimes when there's not an elevation change, he has these great little doors that are this good accent. He uses these fences. Oh, wait, what? They're not fences. They're signs that give the appearance of fences. I feel so safe here. These torch posts are fences, though, So I kind of mentally broke this down, gave it the just general overall investigative look, and I said, okay, I think I'm ready to extend this out some. So I started doing that while I hung out with some family earlier today. They all wanted to watch some television show, and I can't live stream and record at the same time as they're all watching Netflix, because we got folks visiting, which is fun. I love having people around the house. But it makes it a little bit hard for me to do a several-hour live stream of off-camera work. So instead, I watched some sort of weird show about time travelers that I didn't really understand, and I built this fence. And I did my best to respect Rendog's original vision. We've got these little stairs here, we've got these signs. Maybe the slope isn't as perfectly smooth as his over here, but I think on the whole we have something that is not disrespectful of his original vision. I kept track of roughly how far along he would have these posts, which was every 8 blocks or so. The only place where that really fell apart was where this wall met, because I kind of started back up here. Let me go ahead and give this a flyover here. So, we've got this long wall here, and I just extended that out, and then I basically copied kind of what he had done on this hill here diagonally over to here. Now, what I have not done is I haven't, fixed all the caves yet, and I haven't actually torched all this in. So this whole area is still a very spawnable area. Not a good time for me to knock down this other wall. And really, I don't want to knock down the other wall until both this is all entirely lit and until I've blocked off those caves, because that's really bad if I let all the villagers die because I built a wall and then didn't think through the implications of destroying the existing wall. So, it is good, though. We are on track to getting back to where we were going to be, which was to build a house for poetry. But you know what? I've actually got the words of that poem that I was working on before. It ended up being a little bit more conversational than a lot of my poetry, but I've been reading my daughter a lot of, kind of weird Dr. Seuss-style books with some element of general kind of conversationality. I don't know if you've ever read Go Dog Go, but it's a Dr. Seuss classic. I recommend everybody read it at some point. Why don't we go ahead and fly up here, get up here on this wonderful church roof where I feel such sanctuary. Oh, look at that. The wall generally kind of feels organic. This is going to be a great addition to the town. I'm so excited to share this with the other hermits. But yeah, it's so nice to build something for, more than just you. But anyway, yeah, so I was working on this poem, this take care concept we started earlier this episode. I ended up something a little bit more conversational. So I'm going to try and read that in such a way that it kind of comes across as conversational. Oh, I should also mention that I'm going to read this poem in lieu of a mid-roll ad. This episode was mid-roll ad-free thanks to Patreon sponsor Eagle Fam. So thank you very much, Eagle Fam, for your continuous support of my channel. Take care. Take care. Bring care. Bring care. Take it here. Bring it there. Do not cling care. Do not fling care. Do not shake care. Do not break care. Fake care? Do not fake care. Make care. Have care. Have care. Share care. That's fair. That's fair. Take care. Take care. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.